welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he fires one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 31, Locke. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Albert Okuebuna, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
From the 16, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Gano's kick is right through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Oh, he pulls over him. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Locke. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Fights free yet again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both.
No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They run once more with Taylor. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him.
Touchdown, Colts! Albert O with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down. It's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Open space inside the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 24 yards. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. My goodness, 229 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Rocky Sin. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
On play action, Locke. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Locke off a play action. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Locke working out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll run on first down. Taylor. Oh, he gets loose right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards yards, the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They begin with a run by Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's going to let it fly. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. On 3rd down, Trubisky. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Locke to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. After the interception, here's Trubisky. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing here, Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.